Pramila. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Shalu. Change of scene today. We're in the kitchen today instead of the regular dining room where I am. So today you will be missing the frame behind me with all the fruit picture. We need to do some cooking today, so I moved to the kitchen. So we'll wait for another 2-3 minutes. People are still joining in before we get started. Okay? Hi, Anjali. What's baking? We're not actually baking, we are cooking. We are making Oreo pudding parfaits since we are continuing with the dessert jar series. Hi, Neetu. So today is our third episode of the dessert jar series. For all the first timers, hi, I'm Aju Marwa. I run this home-based venture called Baked. Shalu will need maybe 1.5 packets of Oreos, depending on how many you want to make. If you want to make just a couple of them, 1 packet should be good. And also guys, this is the third episode of the dessert jars. So like you know, we are doing this every fortnight. We are doing every alternate week. We are doing a Little Bakers, and we are right now doing the dessert jars. So do let us know if you want us to continue with more jar dessert recipes, or you want us to do some other recipes. So you can leave your comments after I share today's IGTV video on what you would like to see going forward. Yeah, okay, we're back. Because I'm in the kitchen, I think there are a few network issues. You guys can, the video is not pausing now, right? Cake and cheesecake, we already have online classes. Guys, we have a lot of online classes where we have different modules. Our cheesecake class, we just about started last month. It's a brilliant class. It has some really nice baked cheesecakes. We have a New York cheesecake. We have a burnt basque cheesecake in it. We also have the Japanese cheesecake. Is it better now, Anjali, or is it still blurred? Okay guys, is the video better now? Is the streaming okay? Cool. So I think we can get started. So people will join in as they come, because any which ways I am going to be posting the video on the IGTV later. So let's get started. So should I quickly run you through the ingredients? Is anybody baking along with me? Okay. So what we need is, this is like all the jar desserts. This is also a layered dessert. So we're going to be creating 3 different layers. One with Oreos, one with the chocolate pudding, and one with the cookies and cream frosting. Those are the 3 layers that we are creating. So I have here about 1.5 packet of Oreos, which I have already crushed in my mixer, because then it would get too noisy if I would do it in the middle of the live. So I've done this. Is it still paused, or you can see me now? It's clear now, right? Cool. So let's get, because I'm in the kitchen today, so I do face some network issues in the kitchen. So probably because of that, it is we are getting a little bit of lag in the streaming. Okay, so I'll quickly run you through the other ingredients. So we need some milk. What I'll do is, I'm just going to tilt my camera a little. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have here 1.5 tablespoons of corn flour, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder. I'm going to be putting all this up, okay? And I have 50 grams of dark chocolate. Now guys, use a good quality dark chocolate. I am using Van Houten 46.5% dark. I love this chocolate. It gives me really good taste and texture. So it's a dark chocolate from Van Houten. It's as good as a Couverture chocolate, and this is 46.5% dark. And then I also have some fresh cream. There I have, this is about 50 grams of fresh cream, and we're going to be using some butter, some coffee, and vanilla essence. So these are the ingredients for the pudding. So let's get started. I'm going to take 1 cup of milk. Okay, so this is a 220 ml cup that I'm using. Okay, now to this I'm going to add in the fresh cream. This is 50 ml of Amul fresh cream. And now I'm adding in some sugar. So I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of sugar. You can control the amount of sugar as per the sweetness you want. If you want it mildly sweet, 3 tablespoons is a very good amount. So let this come to a boil. Okay. Now in the meantime, this is my corn flour and this is my cocoa powder. I'm just combining both of them and I'm going to mix them together. Alright, so I'm just combining my corn flour and cocoa powder. And we're going to let this come to a boil. Alright, I'm just seeing if there are any questions. Okay, nothing so far. Cool. While we're waiting, I am also coming up with a live advanced brownies class. This is going to be live it's a paid class which is going to go live next Saturday. From 12 to 2, we are doing some advanced brownies like red velvet brownies, zesty orange brownies, cherry and sweet cheese swirl brownie. We're doing a Persian rose blondie and also some s'mores brownies. And right now there is an early bird offer if you enroll now for the classes. Before 15th, up to 15th, we have an early bird offer. The class is just for $9.99. So any of you who are interested, DM me and you can register for the class. Bhavna, everything is going to be put up when I share the IGTV video. I'm going to put up all the list of the ingredients. But yeah, okay, I'll quickly run you through once again for all those who have joined late. So here I've got this. In this I put some milk, sugar and cream. This 1 cup of milk, 50 ml of cream, 3 tablespoons of sugar, which I'm heating. And now I'm going to add in some coffee. Coffee is optional. I like the combination of coffee in all my chocolate desserts, so I do. So this is about 1 teaspoon of coffee that I'm adding. So this is now started heating up. So I'm going to add in my dark chocolate. This is 50 grams of dark chocolate that I'm adding in to this. up the heat a little. Now while this is melting, you guys can see this. So while this is cooking, I'm going to make a slurry out of this. So I'm just going to add in some cold milk. This is a mixture of corn flour and cocoa. So I've added in some cold milk and I'm just going to make a paste out of this. Okay, this is ready. Make sure there are no lumps in this mix. I'm just waiting for this to come to boil. Okay, you can see this is now boiling. Now I'm going to put in this corn flour and cocoa paste in this. And I'll keep stirring it. I just want this to thicken now. So the corn flour is going to help this to thicken, so I need to cook it till it thickens. You can see this has started thickening. I'm just going to wait for a couple of minutes more. Sure, it's all going to be put up once I save this video on my IGTV. I'm going to be putting in all the detailed ingredients with the measurements and the method. It's all going to be there. So this is now a nice thick custard. I'm going to turn this off. Okay, I've turned off the gas, and now to this I'm going to add in just about 7 to 10 grams of butter. That's roughly 1 teaspoon. And I'm also going to add in vanilla essence. Mix this up. Now I need to let this cool slightly. So I have here an ice bath. I've just placed some ice in a big vessel, and I'm just placing this in my ice bath for it to cool quickly. While this cools, I'm just putting this aside, guys, for it to cool. And while this cools, we'll make our cookies and cream layer. All right. Okay, I think now I'll just move this up. Okay, better like this. So now I have here some whipped cream. This is about 100 ml of whipped cream that I've already whipped. Okay, I use a brand called Rich Whip Topping. You can use Tropilite, you can use any whipping cream that you're okay with. So this is my whipped cream. And like I said, I already have some crushed Oreos here. So I'm going to add in a couple of spoons of Oreos to this cream. So how much Oreo you add is entirely up to your choice, depending on how much of the flavor you want of the Oreo, because anyway there's going to be one layer of crushed Oreos also. Okay, can you see this? So I think I'm going to add in a little bit more. What do you say? No problem, Renu, the video is going to be saved. It's a whipping cream that I have whipped, Bhavna, and in which I'm adding crushed Oreos. So I've crushed the Oreos in a mixer so that I get a nice fine powder. So I'm adding in a little bit more. Okay, this looks good now. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to transfer this into a piping bag. So I already have a piping bag which I have prepared here. I have used a Big Star nozzle. Okay. This is a very cute mug. This was gifted to me by Mahi. She was with me a couple of weeks back on the Little Baker show. So she's like my foster daughter. She's a cute little kid. So she had given this to me on my birthday. So I'm adding in the cream. Khushbu and everybody else who has joined in late, guys, don't worry, this is going to be saved. It's all going to come with the details. I've just made a chocolate pudding. So the entire list of ingredients with the measurements is going to be put up on the IGTV video. The cream, like I said, Anjal, I am using Rich Whip Topping. I've been using that for years. I am very happy with it. But you can use Tropilite also if you're okay with that. So whatever you use is perfectly fine. I use Rich Whip Topping. It's a non-dairy whipping cream. So my custard is also now started thickening. So I'm just going to whisk it once. Alright. So while I'm whisking it, I will repeat the ingredients for all those who joined late. Since many of you have been asking me to repeat it, I will do that. Neha, yes, 1 minute. I'm just tilting my camera so that you guys can see. Okay. So this is the pudding. We made the chocolate pudding. Now for the chocolate pudding, what did I do? I heated 1 cup of milk, to which I added 50 ml of cream, 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of coffee. And I also added in 50 grams of chopped dark chocolate. Once it comes to a boil, I separately made a paste using 1.5 tablespoon of corn flour and 1 tablespoon of cocoa. And I added some cold milk to it to make a paste. Then I added it to this pudding mix to thicken it. Once it starts thickening, you turn off the gas, add in some butter and add in some vanilla essence and just let it cool. So I've just kept it in a ice bath to cool. Can vegans eat Tropilite? Yeah, it is a non-dairy, so vegans can eat Rich and Tropilite are all soy-based creams, so they are vegan friendly. So only thing is, if you're making this very vegan, or you'll have to substitute the milk for the pudding. So the pudding that I made, I've used regular milk, but if you want to make it vegan, you can use a nut milk, you can use a almond milk. And also you'll have to ensure that the chocolate that you're using for vegan one, you will have to use a vegan chocolate which doesn't have any milk. So you do get vegan chocolates. I have used chocolates from Sihi vegan chocolates. They are really good, the dark chocolate. Kushbu, no, I am not repeating one more time. Guys, it's all going to be put up. So don't worry. Okay, so this is also done. I'm just putting this aside. I am quickly going to use this water bath to clean my hands a little and wipe them up. And I'm also putting on my fan because it's getting really hot in here. Okay, so I have my jars. Now you can also do this in glasses. Okay, so if you don't want to do it, since we are doing a dessert jar series, I'm doing it in a jar obviously, but you can use stem glasses, you can use small any kind of glasses to make some parfaits out of it. You can serve it in a glass also. So let's start creating the layers. So my first layer is going to be the Oreos. Let me move all the way. Okay guys, this is my, should I tilt my camera some more so that you guys can see what I'm doing? I think I'll do that. Let me get this here and, okay, better. Alright, so I have my jar in which I'm going to add in these crushed Oreos. So this is my layer 1. Okay, I'm not adding any butter to the Oreos. If you want, you can. I'm trying to make it, just reduce the calories as much as I can because I definitely can't afford them. But if you want to, please go ahead. Okay, so this is my layer 1 with the Oreos. Now I'm going to put my layer 2, which is the pudding that we made. Okay, so I'm going to add in some pudding. Just going to tap this. Okay. Alright, so this is my layer 2 and now comes the layer 3. This is the whipped cream and the Oreos, the cookies and cream that we made. So I'm going to add this. Alright. Here goes. So we have 3 layers: Oreo, pudding, cookies and cream. And now I'm going to repeat all the 3 layers. So once again, the Oreos, okay, and now I'm going to add in the pudding. over this. Just tap it a little. Right. Just clean this up a little, the edges. Okay. Here goes. And now my final layer, which is the cookies and cream. So I'm just adding it like this. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to top it up with some Oreos. Alright. Here goes. So these are ready, but make sure you chill them. Thank you so much, Bhavna. Okay, so make sure you chill them well before you have them, because they're going to taste good only when they are chilled. So what you can do is, when you're chilling them, you can remove the Oreos. And you can just save the Oreos for the final topping. And then just close the lid and chill them. So guys, do try them. Do let me know how you like them. Share the pictures with us. DM us, WhatsApp us, share it on our page on Facebook, wherever you want. And I'm getting this chashma off. I kind of had a small eye infection and I have this chashma which I hate wearing. Okay, so enjoy your Sunday. Happy Sunday. And yes, it looks yummy and it tastes yummy too. And I'm sure your kids are going to love this also. Shelf life, a couple of days in the fridge. Okay, please keep it refrigerated. It will stay for a couple of days. You can make it in advance if you're having a party or something at home. Just make it in advance and keep it in the fridge maybe the previous day, so that your dessert is taken care of. And then the next day you just top it with the Oreos and serve it. And you're ready to please your guests. Okay guys, enjoy your Sunday. And thanks for joining in. I'll see you again next Sunday. And in the meantime, do let me know what are the other recipes you would like to say. What is Redu saying? You baked the cake. Which cake? Yes, your heart slide. I really don't know what your name is, but that's your Insta handle. Yeah, we're going to save it. We're going to save it. We're going to put in all the instructions with the measurements and all of that. Okay, guys. So I'll see you next Sunday. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. How much freeze time? You basically have to chill it, Khushbu. So at least minimum 1 hour, at least you have to chill it. And even if it stays longer, there's no problem. But yes, a minimum of an hour you will need to chill. And you don't have to freeze it. You have to just keep it in the refrigerator. Okay? Bye guys.